Hello, everyone. My name is Chrislyn Okoma, and I am a Nigerian American native born in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually in New York for the holidays, so happy 4th of July to each of you. This is my second semester summer course as a master's student studying early childhood education with a teaching certification. So, the meaning of literacy is the ability to be able to read and write. In regards to literacy and learning how to read and write, I believe that whatever we want to become proficient in our lives, we must be exposed to at a young age, and we must practice it rigorously in that particular field until we become experts in that particular developmental process. For me, reading and writing was very important to my parents, so it became a pivotal part of my literacy journey. My parents were very involved in my education development and typically did not really put all of their trust into the academia world. Their daily struggles coming from a third world country into a first world country played a significant part in their response to education. As America is a birthright to many, it is only a golden one-in-a-life opportunity for a few. So when given that opportunity at a better life, naturally my parents pushed harder than the average American because they were not just fighting for themselves, but for their families and also for the entire community and villages where they come from in Nigeria. So what are your earliest school memories interacting with literacy? Literacy has always been a part of my youth. I come from a family of educators. My father and mother started running early childhood schools at an early age, so it made it very flexible for me to learn how to read. Literacy has become more and more meaningful over the years. My literacy introduction definitely began in my household from ages birth to 5 years old. And then the foundation continued through in-depth early childhood literacy experiences. And then I also began to volunteer as a youth in the school. So that also helped to continue it as well. I was blessed to have parents that owned early childhood schools growing up. So I was programmed and wired into literacy and learning preparation. My siblings and I, we were on very strict schedules, which did not really afford us a lot of playtime, like most other students. And around the ages of 4 through 8, my parents gave us these additional assignments called homework improvements. And this was kind of their way of helping us to go above and beyond the homework assignments that were given to us from school. So most of the homework assignments would be done with my siblings on the weekends and would come with rewards. And for the rewards, we would be given books to read as gifts, and we would also be exposed to games that promoted literacy. So literacy was continuously embedded, even as a gift. Another reward was computer literacy and video games, as it was just beginning to become relevant during my time. It was an opportunity for us to channel our energy in a positive, interactive way. Other than that, I went to private schools that involved quality, rich language culture, which helped balance my home experiences with my school environment. So how do you learn to read and write? Well, at a young age, reading and writing was something that was required in our household. In the Nigerian culture, reading and writing is practiced in the earlier stages of life. So, for example, most children are reading by the ages of 2, 3, and 4 years old, which meant that a bulk of print exposure and language interaction had to be practiced from birth. So most of my home experiences involve literacy. My parents kept us active. I took ballet classes and music classes, which involved vocabulary exposure. We attended regular Sunday school with other young children, and then we traveled on vacations regularly. So each of these experiences really introduced me to literacy between the ages of 4 to 8 years old and has helped me excel in my reading journey. So, how do you view yourself as a reader and writer? To be sincere, I believe that I am a great reader and a writer. However, I believe that there's always room for improvement. I am an active learner more than anything. I believe that we can and we should all be active learners. During my time as a teacher, I have learned that literacy is so important in the early years of life, and how important it is for young students to be exposed to print. For the past 10 years, education has developed really into a vocation of mine. I've worked as a volunteer, a kindergarten teacher, an assistant director. I've been a center director, and now I'm a regional director, as well as a state approved trainer. I really enjoy leadership and the idea that I can make a difference in so many people's lives. I believe that we must teach literacy by example. If we don't practice the way that we want to teach it, then how do we intend for our students to model our behavior and knowledge? As adult practitioners, we must continue to practice literacy, especially in this new information age of technology. We must ensure that children have meaningful conversation and that they are also exposed to learn literacy with other developmental domains other than just pencil and paper. So thank you for listening. Sorry it was a little bit long. I'm really excited about integrated literacy, and I'm looking forward to learning from each of you as well. Have a great day.